Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, and on today's video is talking about weekly assignment from our director. And for today's video, uh, the video is about talking about BGP routing using two different router. The first is using Mikrotik router, and the other one is using the Cisco router. So on today's video, I'm gonna show you about the configuration process of BGP routing using two different routers from two vendors, from Mikrotik and from Cisco router. And like I said on the previous video about BGP routing, BGP is one of the routing protocol that used to connect large network, or you can call it as uh, AS or autonomous system. So BGP is protocol that used as a backbone routing protocol to routing uh, different network. I mean large network, not only uh, dozen of or hundreds router, but maybe it could be thousands of router in this world. So they connect for from one to another using BGP router. Because this is the topology. Topology will be like this. Uh, I use two router and two PC as a client, and this is the addressing SIM for the local network, and for the uh, point-to-point connection between our Mikrotik router and Cisco router. And this is the IS number that will be used. First one is 100 and the other one is 200 as IS number. Okay, maybe that's the topology for today's video. I'm gonna move to the configuration video. Alright, so now I'm on Mikrotik router. I'm gonna configure it first. I'm going to do it using terminal. First of all, let's set the IP address for our active interface on Mikrotik router. You can type this command, IP address add. It means to add a new address, and retype address. And here the first address, it'll be for our local network 192.168.100. I'm sorry, dot 100.1 using slice 24, and the interface is Ether or Ether2, because here Ether2 is used to connect to a local interface to connect to client. And the other one is IP address for the interface that connects to the Cisco router. You can type the same command, but don't forget to difference the address. And the address is 11.1 using slice 30 as the prefix, and the interface is Ether4. Ether4 is connected to the router Cisco router for this time. Okay, after configuring it, let's configure the BGP routing protocol on Mikrotik. You can type this command, routing BGP, Okay, first I'm going to advertise uh, my network first, or the network that connects to our Mikrotik router. You can type this command: routing BGP network, add to add network, and determine the network address. First, it'll be 192.168.100.0 network, and don't forget the prefix /24, and hit enter. And the second one is still using same syntax, but the network is 11.0 for now, using /30 as the prefix. Okay, after configuring routing BGP network, now we are going to configure the BGP peering to connect our Mikrotik router to Cisco router. You can type this command: routing BGP peer add, and the remote address is the IP address for Cisco router, because our router address is 11.1 and the other address, which is the Cisco router address, is 11.2. And don't forget to determine the IS number from Cisco router. And next, after configuring the BGP peering, we need to edit or change the area number for this Mikrotik router. As you can see, the AS number is still using default number 65,530, and you can edit the existing configuration. Just type this command: routing BGP instance, and before we use add command to add configuration, but now to edit or to change existing configuration, you can type set or edit, and 0 is the number, configuration number. You can see under the flags there is 0 number, and don't forget to write the IS number. Okay, I'm sorry, there was a mistake for when configuring IS number. It should be 200 as the Cisco router IS number. I'm sorry for my mistake, but I just said it. Now the remote IS is 200, as you can see. And now next configuration, I'm going to configure the DHCP server for local clients. You can either use terminal or just use Winbox like this. It's been set up, and don't forget to renew or check the IP address from the client. And you can see the HTTP enabled. The IP address is the same network like our Mikrotik router. Next, let's jump to our Cisco router. First, go to configuration terminal and set the IP address first to the active interface, and interface gigabit 00. This is interface that connects to Mikrotik router, and the address should be 11.2 with subnet mask is 255.255.255.252, and give no shutdown command To activate the interface, you can simply type it now sh. Okay, now the change state to up for gigabit 0/0, and for the next interface is interface gigabit 0/1 that connects to clients or local network. The IP address is 192.168.200.1 and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0 using /24, and give it no shutdown command again to activate the interface. Okay, now it's been up. Just exit the interface configuration mode. Okay, before configuring BGP, I'm going to configure the DHCP server first to give automatic IP address for local clients. You can type this command IP DHCP pool. You can name it, it's up to you. You can name it anything. A network should be 192.168.200.0, which is the network address for our local network. And next default router is gateway address, and it should be our router address that connects to local interface, and you can give it DNS server. Here I just wanna use the Google DNS server. Okay, after configuring the DHCP, yes, let's jump to the BGP configuration. You can type this command to configure BGP on Cisco router. Router BGP 200 is our AS number. And neighbor, it should be the Mikrotik router's address, which is 11.11.11.1. And then determine the remote AS number. It's the AS number from Mikrotik router, and the remote AS number is 100. Next, advertise our own network, and you can see this message appears. That means the BGP configuration or BGP connection from this router to Mikrotik router is being set up and successfully. But now it doesn't end yet. We have to advertise our local network first. This is the first one is 192.168.200.0, and before typing subnet mask, you have to write mask command, and then you can write the subnet mask. And the second network is the point-to-point connection, which is 11.11.11.0 network. It's using /30. Subnet mask, it should be 255.255.252/30 prefix, and hit enter. Okay, last we can save the configuration by typing this command WR. It means write. You can use this command to save configuration. Okay, now let's check the connectivity by checking from this router first. Now it success to send a message to different network. And now from the local clients. You can see it's the IP address is on the same network like our Cisco router using 200.2 for this client. And let's try to ping the other network. It's pinged to our gateway. It's successful. And now let's ping to Mikrotik router's address and it's replied. It means it's successful. Okay, and this is the client's address from Mikrotik router. It's timed, by the way. Oh, I'm sorry, I typed the wrong address. It should be 192.160h.100.2. Okay, it's successful. I'm sorry, that was a wrong address. Okay, it's been successful from our Cisco router. And now let's check the connectivity from the Mikrotik router and make sure the firewall from the local client is off. Let's ping the left clients from Cisco router and it's successful. And from the localhost ping to another localhost from Cisco router network and it's successful as well. Alright, maybe that's all for today's video. I hope it can be useful and easy to understand. I'm sorry for all of the mistakes that happened on the video. I hope it can still be useful and easy to understand for all of you that watch this video. And thanks for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.